Yo, you got the original Lone Wolf coming at you with a brief little video. I'm not going to take up too much of you all time, but I really appreciate it if you all stick around to the end to hear the little bit of what I have to say. This message right here is just going to be entitled to just people in general, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to everybody, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to, you know, people like law enforcement, people who work at McDonald's, you know, whatever crayon color you choose to go by, you know, shit like that. I'm talking to everybody. I was just watching one of these little bullshit ass channels I subscribe to where they allegedly kind of let you know what's going on in the world. And the guy made a comment about how, excuse me, hang on guys. The guy made a comment about how nobody's going to go, Donald Trump nor Joe Biden is going to go to prison for these so-called classified documents. And that's why I want to kind of start, and you know, I want to allude to a couple other things real quick before I get out of here. And the first thing I said to myself when he said that, I was like, yeah, of course, ain't nobody going to jail. Think about it like this. We just going they trying to make Donald Trump relevant. They always got to give you the boogeyman, and then they always got to give you somebody that's going to come in to be the savior. You fucking Christians should have figured this out by now. So that's what the whole thing about Donald Trump is. They just making him relevant. They trying to keep him relevant. All right. But let's take it from Joe Biden's perspective. Do you really think they're going to impeach Joe Biden? You don't really think they're going to let that motherfucking weird looking ass nigga they call Kamala Harris be fucking president, right? Like, you don't really think that they're considering that, do you? Right? She will fuck up their whole plan. At least motherfuckers like Donald Trump and Joe Biden, they put on a good show. Right? For all y'all that voted for Donald Trump was not sincere his whole 4 years in office. Donald Trump is an actor. All of y'all who talk crazy about Donald Trump and, oh, you know, they stole the election from Trump, is like, how? Trump stole the goddamn election and everything about the election from regular, decent people who should have ran for office. You know why? Because he's an actor. He didn't have any political experience of any freaking kind. He didn't hold not one political office. Not one. He wasn't even an alderman. Okay? So, cut that shit out with Donald Trump. Cut it out, man. Alright? Second off, when you come down to Joe Biden, it's like you don't really think they finna let Kamala be the president, right? You don't really think that that's gonna happen, do you? Okay, so now that we got that out the way, something else that I want to touch on very quickly. Because of this whole classified document nonsense and whatever it is that's supposed to be illegal and whatever. Here's my thing about that. Do you really think these people, first off, do you think that they have the authority to take away people's right to bear arms? I mean, my God, they trying to ban, what is it called? The damn plastic piece. What the fuck is it called again? For the short barrel rifles? Y'all know what it's called. It's a damn piece of plastic. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. And nobody is saying anything. Nobody. Like, I'm sitting back, I'm looking at law enforcement, or so-called law enforcement, right? And here's the thing that you guys have to understand about that. And I keep telling myself this. I have to keep reminding myself. So I understand that if you guys, you know, it tend to slip your mind, I get it. I understand, because I have to constantly remind myself. So-called law enforcement is not out there to protect you. They out there to protect the corporation and arrest code breakers. All right? It's that simple, man. All right? This isn't about anybody's feelings. This isn't about skin color and hair texture and whether or not if you got dreads or cornrows. This isn't about that. This is about what's right in front of everybody's face. Okay? That's what this is about. This shit is in everybody's face, man. Like, what's up, man? Like, you know, with these women and men that wear these costumes that got badges and, you know. Man, you know what? I'm doing everything in my power not to get pissed off. Anyway, it's like, what's up with y'all, man? Now, we know a lot of y'all took the damn shot because that was pretty much all that was left when they started doing the stuff that they was doing with the whole vaccine thing. A lot of people retired. A lot of people said that they weren't going to take it, and etc. So pretty much now what you're left with, or what a great deal of people that you're left with, as far as law enforcement is concerned, is they already vaccinated. It's like, what's wrong with y'all, man? Do you understand that this is how I look at stuff? Because you were willing to take a shot that you didn't know anything about, you didn't know what was in it, you saw how they tried to censor people just for asking questions, but you took it anyway, you do realize I don't put nothing past y'all. Whether if you in law enforcement, whether if you just some ordinary Joe Smo that took it or whatever. I look at stuff a little bit different than people, and I don't give people certain leeway when it comes down to certain things. And this whole thing about the vaccine is one of them. They've been talking about autism with the vaccines for children for God knows how long now. For all you people that's 45 years old or older, y'all remember a time when a woman wasn't allowed to take a damn aspirin when she was pregnant. But yet they encouraged the pregnant women to take this damn shot. And I have to keep reminding myself, man, that the world is going in the direction that it's going in now, because if you can convince people to take a shot that they have no idea what's in it, you could do damn near anything. And although people are starting to wake up some, yeah, it's true, but it's in human nature, especially in the times we live in today. It's in human nature for people to wait to the very last minute before they react. Now, maybe 75 years ago, it wasn't that way. Maybe. Okay? Maybe 75 years ago, when something like this first kicked off, people probably was like, oh, hell to the no. Maybe. I don't know. But I know right now in 2023, what's the date? January the 17th, 2023? Right now as we speak, 9 out of 10 people are waiting till the bitter end. And then the part that upsets me so much is how people went out and they put all of their energy into that fake-ass George Floyd shit. And I came on here and I told y'all on my original channel that I went up to Minneapolis right after they subsided, because I told y'all they tore up Minneapolis. I went up there. Soon as that shit subsided and it was over with up there in Minneapolis, I went up there. Because my homie was telling me, he's like, no, man, it's too chaotic now. Just don't come. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, there's some silly shit going on here. It don't make sense for me to leave Chicago and go way to Minneapolis and, you know. So a couple of weeks, about 3 weeks later, he hit me back. I was like, all right, man, you should be good. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all in the damn video on my original channel about how the my homie cousin was a correctional officer for St. Paul Correctional Jail, where the cop was supposed to have been housed at. And I told y'all that this cousin said that they cleared every inmate off the deck. You know, they had them on D block or whatever. And I'm just using that loosely. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember exactly where the guy said that he was supposed to be housed. And I'm talking about the so-called cop that was supposed to kill George Floyd. I'm talking about that guy. But, you know, we just say D block for the sake of argument, right? Just for argument's sake. My homie cousin told me, well, first I didn't believe him. I didn't believe my homie. But after I got up there, they had another conversation via FaceTime or whatever, and I heard him say it out his own mouth. I heard him. I'm sitting there watching him while he got his fucking uniform on and shit. The man said they cleared everybody. Every inmate on D block had to go when this motherfucker got here. Now, y'all make sense of this. Help me out. Make sense of this. D block had to go. Every motherfucking inmate on D block had to go. Right? When this guy got there. All of the so-called black COs and shit, regardless of what shift they worked, they could not work on D block. They don't give a fuck how long you been on D-Block, how long you been with the prison, I mean the county jail, whatever. They didn't give a rat's ass. My homie Cuz was talking about niggas filing lawsuits, niggas walked off the job and said, fuck you, and the whole 9 yards. Like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. My homie told me first. This was before I got up there. I'm like, nigga, you bullshit. And he's like, man, I swear to God, man, my cousin told me that. My cousin's a CO. He's like, they took him to St. Paul County Jail. When I got up there, man, I went and got him, he wanted me to get him a pizza from Italian Fiesta. You know, ain't nobody got pizza like Chicago. King Lou had to learn that the hard way, come down here from the East Coast talking that bullshit, right? He had to learn the hard way. But anyway, you know, ain't nobody got pizza like Chicago. So he told me to stop at Italian Fiesta and get him a pizza, right? And I would have ate half the shit if he didn't have no mushrooms on it. I hate mushrooms. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So what happened was my homie cousin is from Chicago too. You see what I'm saying? So he hit the nigga up and was like, man, my man's is here. He got the pizza. You better come through, bro, because I'm finna crush this motherfucker. So his cousin was like, all right, bro, when I get off, you know what I'm saying, I'm on my way. Don't eat my pizza, bro. Just save me some. When I get off work, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? They FaceTiming each other. And this nigga, they get into the conversation again, man. I heard his cousin say that shit out his own fucking mouth. So I told my homie, I told his cousin, I said, you know what that mean, right? I say, man, that mean that nigga wasn't in the jail. And his cousin was like, well, I don't know. I didn't see him. He's like, I can't say if he was or if he wasn't. And it's like, you fucking ain't right, you can't. Of course you can't. Right? So the point that I'm trying to make behind all of this is that our people had all this energy for that kind of shit, but you all don't seem to have no energy for the fact that they trying to ban gas stoves. It's like, first off, how the fuck do you ban something natural? They said they want to ban natural gas stoves. It's like, well, wait a second. That don't make no damn sense. You can't ban something that's natural. What kind of fucking bullshit is that? Well, when you've been shoving science down a person's mouth down their throat for so long, they forget all about what's natural. They forget about Mother Nature. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. This is just my little rant for the day. I do want to end it by saying that we will be having a Zoom meeting tomorrow. I have decided to pay for a membership for Zoom so I can take advantage of all of the features and everything like that that goes along with, you know, having a Zoom account, opposed to doing just the basic membership. So I am very happy about that. I am looking forward to, do I want to keep straight? I am looking forward to having this meeting tomorrow, because this will be the first one that we'll have where we won't be rushed and, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I'm gonna get up out of here, man. But you know, each and every one of us, we have something that we really need to think about. And I don't care if you're a judge or a prosecutor or if you work for the IRS. Like, you know, we really, as people, as sentient beings, man, we really need to sit down and really ask ourselves, how much more of this shit should we take? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously, man, this shit is out of control. You know, and it's like how I told y'all in the beginning. Remember when I made the one of the first videos to law enforcement? Remember that? And I'm over here like, man, how does it feel to, you know what I'm saying, be forced to do something that you don't want to do? Like how you pull people over and under the guise of law, which it ain't, it's all contracts, but under the guise of law, you think you have a right to force other people to do something that they don't want to do. It's like, you know, what's up with that, man? You know what I'm saying? Police, chime in. If you got law enforcement in your family, share this video with them, man. Ask them niggas what the fuck. And ask them, you know, because I heard a lot of law enforcement talking about, man, that's why I'm retiring. I can't wait till I retire. My question is this. You ask them motherfuckers that's in your family as law enforcement, what the fuck is you retiring gonna do? And how does that not sound like some coward ass shit? It's the original Longwood, man. I love y'all, man. I know sometimes I may get on here and lay it on real thick and heavy and shit, but it's only because I care, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of this bullshit. I really am. I'm just tired, man. I'm just tired. Like, we can't, you know, like I had told Janet, one of the things that we're going to discuss tomorrow in the meeting is ideas and stuff that other people may have that they can bring to the table, provided that everybody is serious and they understand they got to put in some fucking work. You can talk all you want, but you know what I'm saying, you got to put in some work. That's going to be one of the topics for tomorrow, where everybody, we're going to get together and, but what do you think, sir? What do you think, Janet? What do you think, baby girl? What do you think, bro? You know what I'm saying? And we try to put this shit together, and we make an effort and attempt to harness each other's energy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like on that Voltron shit. I've always compared our people to Voltron because when you grew up, y'all know about Voltron. You know how Voltron was. And right now, the Lions, which is us, we scattered everywhere. The Lions or the 100 cars, whichever one, you want to. I really wasn't a fan of the 100 cars. A lot of people weren't. That's probably why they switched to the Lions to begin with. But you understand my point. The Lions, which is us, we scattered abroad and we can't form the head. Right? So hopefully we can harness each other's energy, man, and feed off of some of each other's energy to make us all better. And these are going to be some of the things that I want to discuss tomorrow in this meeting. So much love to y'all, man. I'm going to get up out of here. I don't mean no harm and no disrespect to nobody, but you are listening to somebody who's sincerely tired of this bullshit, man. All right? This is Original Lone Wolf, man. Much love to y'all.